And Indiana has done it. Their first ever Commissioner's Cup championship, knocking off the Minnesota Lynx. This is Howard setting up McDonald, knocking down the tray. Finds a cutting McDonald easy.
You won't believe what the Indiana Fever just pulled off. With their biggest star, Caitlin Clark, sidelined, veteran forward DeWanna Bonner abandoning the team, and facing the WNBA's most dominant squad, they were expected to fall apart. The Minnesota Lynx, led by MVP frontrunner Nafisa Collier, were supposed to coast to the Commissioner's Cup title. But the Fever had other plans. Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, and Natasha Howard delivered a performance full of grit and heart that stunned everyone. What they did on that court changed everything. Picture this, the Indiana Fever walking into the Target Center for their first ever Commissioner's Cup final. With their roster falling apart, Caitlin Clark, their sophomore superstar and the heart of the team, was sidelined again with a lingering groin injury. This wasn't just any player. She was their leading scorer, their playmaker, and the reason arenas...
Caitlin and her status, just how did she look? How did she feel today during shoot-around? And is she making progress and getting closer playing?
She's making progress. She's making progress. You know, I think, again, top of mind, I think I told you this afternoon, is just long-term. You know, making sure that we don't have any setbacks. You know, making progress and feeling good are two different things. And we want to make sure that she feels good. We want to make sure that she's confident. We want to make sure that we're not putting her in a position to have any setbacks. And that's the priority.
And that wasn't the only setback the Fever faced. Damiris Dantas was thousands of miles away, competing in the FIBA Ameri Cup.
Listo. Hey Fever, good luck. I miss you.
Then there was the DeWanna Bonner situation, and it stunned everyone. The Fever signed her in the off-season to bring leadership and veteran experience. Instead, she quit after just 9 games and was...
DeWanna Bonner was brought in for leadership. She was brought in for leadership. And do you want to know all that these young players learned from her? If things don't go your way, refuse to show up. Continue to get paid a max contract while you are sitting out, refusing to play.
She got benched. She couldn't handle it. I want out. She's not playing well. She's getting criticized. I want out.
And let's not forget who they were up against. The Minnesota Lynx weren't just a good team, they were dominant. With a 14-1 record heading into the game, they were the best team in the WNBA. They were the reigning Commissioner's Cup champs, playing at home, backed by a roaring sold-out crowd. Nafisa Collier was leading the MVP race. Las Vegas had the Lynx favored by 14 points. 14. Analysts were calling it a mismatch, even a blowout. No Caitlin Clark, no Dantas, no
Pretty flawless, you know, in the way that they're playing. I don't know if different is the word as much as they look even more connected. You know, they're a team that was connected a year ago, but really the nuance of having each other's back on the defensive end, of knowing where your teammate's going to be, you know, discipline to coverages, the connectivity that they have on the offensive end of the floor. I mean, the way that they move with and without the ball, the way that the ball moves makes it really tough to cover. You know, I often say that offense is like a dance, and they are flowing, man. They are making music, and there's no doubt about it. So we have to try to be disruptive, and we have to try to take them out of that.
It was supposed to be the Fever's big moment, their first ever appearance in the Commissioner's Cup final. But everything that could go wrong did go wrong. They were under a national spotlight. Critics were circling like vultures, waiting for them to crumble. It was David versus Goliath, except David was limping,